Hi everybody. Well, I'm coming to you guys with good news. Before I tell you guys the news, I want to explain how I got to that point. I told you guys that I was taking practice tests and I was doing better, but I still didn't get a 50. I took a practice test sometime last week and I didn't get a 50. And he told me, "Oh, it's just math. It's just the math." And I know it's just math, but my math has gotten a lot better. This book is the book that I recommend to everybody. Like this Kipling Asgard book, it breaks it down. It shows you backdoor strategies. Like it helps a lot. So yeah, hold on. So he told me he was like, "Oh, study it and then come back or whatever." So I was just like tired of getting run around. And then when I was leaving, a recruiter came outside. Another recruiter from the Navy station. He was just in there. He pulled me outside to talk to me or whatever. Well, he came outside to talk to me when I was leaving. And he was like, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah. He was like, what you get the first time? And I told him what I got because this is like my third practice or my fourth practice. And I told him every score I got, he was like, you should have went with your first score. He's like, I'm sorry to take with your recruiters, give you the runaround. He was like, you should have already been down to math. You should have already did that. He said, the only thing you should have been doing is worrying about your weight or whatever. And he was like, you don't even look like it's like a deal. And I was like, well, my weight is like up or whatever. Even though my weight sits on me in the right places, it's still like high or whatever. So then I told him, hold on. Sorry, y'all, I'm watching TV. Let me do the TV. Okay, so then, like, I was like, all right, whatever. So my friend was trying to go to the Marines. She's a girl. She was trying to go to the Marines, and, like, she got a 46 into, like, be competition. I'm not really sure how it goes, but she said you need to get above 50, like, to compete, and she wanted to be fast, too. I'm trying to be out of here by end of May, early June. People don't get it. I'm trying to go. So my friend and me went to go see the Army recruiter like the day after, and we went in there, whatever, and they asked us, and I told them I took a practice test, told them what I got on my last practice. And he was like, oh, that's good, you go to MEP for that. Go to MEP, see how you qualify. So I'm like, well, the thing is, my Navy recruiter said I have to get higher than a 50. So he was like, higher than a 50, what are you looking for? I said, medical job. And he was like, okay, well, go next door and ask him how is the medical field waiting list. So I go next door and he's talking to somebody else. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to interrupt him. That's rude. This person's worried about the rest of their life just how I am. So I went to he's not my recruiter, my information person, because he gives me more information than my recruiter anyway. So hold on, I got to change it. I'm going to keep looking at it, y'all. So I asked him, I said, how long is the waiting list for the medical field? He was like, you want to be honest with you? I said, yeah. He was like, there's a waiting list for the waiting list for the Navy, for the medical field. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't, like, you guys can tell people something, like, I'm just sitting around here thinking, okay, well, I'm going to take it, bam, lose the weight, and I'm going to be in the medical field. He was like, no, it's not like that. I'm sorry. So I was like, all right. So I was like, all right, I'll be back. So I went back next door, and I had told him we said or whatever. He was like, yeah. He was like, what you got to understand is even if you don't get in the medical field, you're still going to get money for school. So go to school and get it. He was like, it's not like the military can, I don't know, you can't go to school to be a nurse because we have that job. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, I don't really care what job I get. That's why I don't care whether I go into the Navy or the Army. I just want to be in the military, like, to get the experience to travel the world, like, to not have to worry about, oh, am I going to have money to do this, am I going to have money to do that, or whatever. So then he was telling me, he was like, come back next week and see me, and we'll handle something. So I went back next week, and it was him talking to me, and the man that's over him, that's over all the recruiting officers. So they both was like, oh, you want to go take a practice test or whatever. I went to the practice test, and I did good. I didn't get a 50, but I did good. And they were like, come back next week Wednesday. They told me my friend, because my friend already went down to NEPS and took the real after she got 46. So they told me and my friend, come back next week Wednesday. We'll send y'all the MEPS again because my friend said she wants to test again. We'll send y'all the MEPS, me for the first time, her for, I don't know how many times, her for the second or the third time, and we'll take it. They're going to send us together the MEPS, so we'll be each other's roommate. He said he's going to make sure he fixes everything so we can be each other's roommate. And then he was like, we'll go from there. And if I get higher than like a 50, not even 50, if I get higher than a 60, I'll go to the Navy. If I get lower than a 60, I'm going to go to the Army. Like, I just don't really mind, like, being in the Army. I just want to know, like, I'm doing what's making me happy, not what's making anybody else happy. And, like, a lot of people keep saying, oh, well, don't you feel like you're giving up on the Navy? I'm not giving up. If the Army is going to send me down to take the ASVAB, he understands. The recruit officer that I talked to for the Army, he understands there's a chance that I can do extremely well and choose to go to the Navy, but he does not mind. He keeps saying everybody is 10 times better, 10 points higher on the real ASVAB than they do on the practice. So he told me and my friend come back on Wednesday, we'll set a date, and he said it'll be sometime next week. So I'll go back sometime a week and a half from now, go take a real ASVAB, depending on how I do it. But I'll make a video and tell you guys on Wednesday when exactly is my next day. Because the Navy told me that people don't spend the night anymore. But my friend said when she went to the Marines, they spent the night. And the Army didn't say anything about not spending the night. So, I don't know. But I'm, like, ecstatic. Like, people just don't understand. Like, I'm finally going to go get to take the real one. After all this time, like, I'm finally going to get to take the real one. But I want to do, like, little shout-out, just, like, tell people, like, how I'm feeling about the situation right now. First things first, I want to give a shout-out to Janelle P14, even though she's at recruit training right now, RCC, for the Navy. I just want to give her a shout-out. Like, she helped me through a lot before she left. I texted her right up until the time when she had to turn her phone in. And yeah, I just can't wait for her to come back so she can tell me like how she feels. I'm sorry if I'm not looking in the light because I'm doing this from my phone so the flash is really bright and it's like about to blind me. But yeah. And then shout out to Jamal Rice who's leaving in a few days. You guys go watch his video. His videos. He helps a lot. Like he explains a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know about. Tuition assistance, like the Army rules that change. He explains a lot. And Chelsea, who the stupid people said, I don't even remember they said, oh, it's a chance that she could get it. Yeah, assholes, it's a chance that everybody can get cancer. It's a chance that you can die tomorrow. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid as shit. Every time I just think about it, I just get pissed off. And then, like, when I think about, like, the situation that people go through, I be like, see? Everybody be on here, like, some people come and watch this video and they're like, oh, you got it so easy. No, everybody who's on here is going through something. Chelsea, but I'm praying for you. Just keep your head up. You'll be in the military one day. Anastasia? I think Anastasia? Yeah. Okay, Anastasia. I'm talking to you from the heart to heart. Somebody who has taken the practice test and who has not done as good. Who has not done good? Let me not say as good, because I started off good, and it was like, okay, I did good, and then I went horrible. You have to understand, if when you studying, I'm not good at studying either. But if you can't get through studying without texting, even if you only text 2 people, don't text like 50 people where you know text is gonna come like that. Text 2 people where they're gonna text right after each other, so you text them right back. And I noticed in your last video you said you were going to get this book. Hold on. This book, the Kiplin ASVAB book, your score is going to go up. That book is great. ASVAB for Dummies ain't got nothing on that book. They need to stop making ASVAB for Dummies because that book tells you everything. It tells you background strategies, everything. I'm just going to tell you, like, keep praying. Like, keep your options open. Just like I had to tell myself, don't be staying stone on going to the Navy. Because I'm not saying you can't do it, because the 35 can get you in the Navy, but remember, you don't want to go to the Navy with a 35 or with a 36 and not have no type of job choice. Because when I was in the Army office, he showed me a thing, and he was like, you can even be a plumber in the military. And I was like, get out of here. That's more motivation, not to at least, not to be in the 30s or the low 40s. At least get me high up there. But I'm just telling you, like, study. Even if it takes you, like, turn your phone off, like, just study. Because I had to get in the habit of studying and, like, Not texting anybody. I can't even text two people, not texting anybody.